So make sure everybody has a strap, everybody has a cup of water. That's over dusty, dust, like my house. Okay. So we're going to start exploring the physical body. You know, as much as I love the texts and the sutras and the whole sort of meta feeling of yoga, it is a physical practice after all, right? We have to use our body for the asana, for the poses. Poses are called asanas in Sanskrit. And the one part of the body I always hear about people are the knees. So we have to be really careful with our knees in the yoga practice because the knee is this like rocking horse hinge, just as flexion and extension, as opposed to the hip, which is a ball and socket, right? We can do this with our hip, we can take our leg in circles, but the knee does not want to do that. The knee just wants to be this rocking horse hinge. So we have to be really careful when we do cue poses like pigeon, even if you do pigeon, this is seated pigeon like this. Yes, the hip's fine with this, but we have to be careful with the knee, especially if we do that. I don't know if you've ever seen like traditional pigeon on the ground, that the leg is forward. You have to be really careful, especially that once you get your leg in a position that you're not pulling around with it, with the knee joint. Other poses I want you to think about today when we move through the practice is even poses where we turn our feet out like triangle. Your toes go out, you know, do you really have to be turning the toes that far? Maybe just more putting the foot at an angle. So see how the knee feels again, because the hip's fine with that, but the knee is not, okay? If we look at the knees energetically in the body and these are the energy centers, right at the knees is where we start to begin this quieting process that as you move up the body, it gets quieter and quieter until you get to the top of your head. So really the knees are thought of as the starting point of the energy getting quieter and quieter as you come up the body, which is really interesting. And then anything sort of below is this grounding downward energy, okay? So even seated, think about how you cross-legged, right? Once we're cross-legged, we always, you know, tend to have this habit of like pulling a leg in, or like some people even put a foot on top like this. Think about once you do that, you know, sort of just staying put and protecting your knees. Long spine. The reason I sit up on something is it usually feels better for my knees when I sit up on something and my hips sort of drop forward and the knees can relax a little bit. You just place your hands here, relax your shoulders. And if you'd like to close your eyes, you can. Or just have a soft gaze down to the ground. And feeling into your whole amazing physical body, you know, we have these bodies and all these complicated joints and muscles and tendons that do so much for us in our day. And the way we move through our day, you know, really without even thinking about it, how these joints and how these muscles in our body work together to keep us moving, to keep us strong, to keep us upright. And really that connection and that idea of the whole body, right? Your whole physical body working together. Hips affecting the knees affecting the ankles affecting the feet. Everything works together. So as we think about this connection, we'll take it a step further of mind, body. So the mind. And staying on that for a moment and noticing, do you have any tension in your physical body today? You know, are you drawn right away to an area of tension? Take your focus there and start to breathe in that area. Start to, you know, inhale and take the breath to that area of tightness or tension, and then let a nice long exhale out. And I want you to do this for a few moments to stay in that area of tension and keep your breath there. Nice and long and smooth. One more inhale together, exhale the breath out. Bring hands to heart and center, sitting up nice and tall. And let's take the opportunity to set an intention for our practice today. Think on that for a moment. See what's there for you in your heart space. An intention is a positive statement that you silently can state to yourself. And let that go. And let's all take a big inhale in together and then a nice long exhale out. Blink your eyes open. And I had a teacher once say that the knees are like grandma's china because they're delicate, they're precious, and we only get one set. So I liked it. I wanted to share. Take your feet out and knees bent and start to rock your legs back and forth. Anytime we have this sort of, you can sit up on something or not, it doesn't matter. Rocking sensation is very calming for the nervous system. So rocking here, moving your knees. I think I'm going to move my bolster out and sit because we're going to do a little bit of movement of just sort of hugging each leg in. So seated here, just take your legs straight. But when I say straight during the practice, it doesn't mean like super straight. You can have soft knees, always. And take your right leg and just hug your right leg. And you can even leave the foot down or leave it up. It doesn't matter, but just hugging the right leg in. Sit up nice and tall. This is going to put a little pressure on your lower belly for digestion. Sit up nice and tall, breathing here. And when you go to straighten the leg and take it back, put your hands down and sort of slide the heel, press the heel away, straighten the leg and engage and then relax. Let's check out the other leg. So get your sitting bones even. Hug your left leg in. You can either have the flipping up or down, it doesn't matter. And hugging in here, but make sure you don't collapse. You sit up nice and tall, open your chest, breathe here. And then when you go to put it back, try and slide the heel. Heel slides are really good for the knee because we're not, doing that direct hit, we're just sort of moving around the knee. And then try it one more time. Other side, hug it in, slide the heel away, and then hug in the other side and slide away. Okay, point and flex your feet for me. So you're going to point your toes away, flex here. Breathing here. And before we move through our vinyasa practice together, I do want to start in the back and I do want you to locate your straps because I want to loosen up the hips a little bit. So I've also been told by various teachers that tight hips are the effect of happens because we overuse the knee. So tight hips, overuse of knee. Let's loosen up our hips a little bit. We're going to come back to our backs and strap is in reach. So follow me back here all the way to your back. Bend your knees, put your feet flat, relax your shoulders, let the body drop down. So, relax here. Okay, you're going to keep your right leg bent, but your left leg is going to go straight. And we're going to start to open up this right, and arms can just be relaxed. We're going to open up this right leg as if you're doing tree pose on your back, because I want you to really feel that hip joint is that ball and socket. So you can open up this right knee, doing tree pose on your back. Make sure it's dynamic movement, that you're opening up. And then let's do that one more time, dynamically, right leg. Other leg is straight, other leg has the toes pointed to the sky. Now stay open, as if you're doing tree pose standing, but you're on your back. Try not to move around that leg, that right leg, just leave it. If it's too much on the hip, you can keep moving dynamically. If it's too early for you to leave it open. Take a breath here. Take the right leg up and let's hug both knees into center, Uttanasana. When you hug your knees in, have space in between your knees, please. A little bit of pressure on the lower belly if you can really hug in. And then do the other side. So now you put your feet down, your right leg will go straight, left leg is bent. Relax your arms. You can put your palms down, let your shoulders drop. Start to dynamically open and close that left leg. You can go as far as you want. Your hips stay pretty still here. So you're not really taking that right hip and lifting it up too much. You're just really getting that movement in the left hip joint, that ball and socket joint. Okay, one more time, and then let's keep it open as if we're doing tree pose standing, but we're lying on our backs for supine. Take a full breath. So big inhale in. Exhale your breath out. Okay, bring that leg up. Hug knees into center, Uttanasana. Now let's really feel the movement of this hip joint and how that sort of relates to the knee. We'll keep the right leg close to us, extend the left leg long, hug this right leg in. So hug this right leg in. Keep your right hand on your right knee. And then start to take the hip in circles. So I'm doing these circles with my leg, really feeling that rotation of the hip. You know, it's very generous, actually, if you think about it compared to the knee joint. One more time, go the other direction, just to get both directions. It's good for our brain. One more rotation. Okay, now come back to center. Let the hip be still. Support the leg with either hand on either side. Relax your shoulders. Start to straighten and bend this right leg. Now we feel that rocking horse joint that I call it. It's that back and forth. Flexion and extension. So breathing as you do this. Try flexing your foot when you straighten. Get a nice stretch and then relax the foot when you bend. So straighten and flex. And then bend and relax. Try that one more time. Okay, now do this for me. Leg goes to straight. Take your hands off your leg. Relax your arms. And slowly with the exhale, lower the leg all the way down. And then relax, release. The whole body be soft. Reset yourself by hugging both knees into center, Apanasana. Keep the left leg close to you, extend the right leg long. And let's have that hand on the knee. And we're going to take that leg in circles, that left leg. Feeling into that hip joint, you know, seeing what your range of motion is here. Maybe some sounds, that's okay. And then go the other direction with that leg, that left leg. Okay, so we feel the, you know, the rotation, and we feel how much that hip can move. Now, feel the difference as you stop, support the leg, and do that straighten and bend. That's such a simpler movement. Not as much, right? So think about that in your practice. That's why we don't want to be taking that knee in circles. Start to flex the foot when you go straight. Might be a really nice stretch in the calf for you. And then relax. One more time. Okay, now straighten the leg. So I'll meet with it straight. Arms down, so hands free. Relax your shoulders. Take a big inhale in, and then exhale. Lower the leg with control with the whole exhale all the way down. Okay, last movement we'll do on our backs before we move on is we'll find the strap. We'll take it and put it under the sole of the right foot. We're doing something a little different today. So we have it under the sole of the right foot. Your other leg can either be bent or straight, it doesn't matter. And we're gonna hold the tail end and we're gonna bend this right knee. So you're gonna actually bend and pull down on the strap. The sole of my foot is still facing the sky. The knee is a little bit out towards my outer rib cage because I'm trying to get the knee directed towards the armpit. It's almost like a happy baby. Pulling down, getting into that hip. Take one more breath. And then straighten the leg, release, take the strap off, maybe take the legs to straight, take a breath or two, get your shoulders set. And then try that on the other side. Strap goes under the left foot. Relax your arms, your shoulders. Try not to grip too tight. Start to bend the left knee, sole of the left foot to the sky. Get a nice stretch on your hamstrings here. You can feel that left knee working towards the left armpit. That left upper leg is a little bit on the outside of the rib cage. One more breath. Okay, let it go. And then just let the body be still here. Maybe sway your knees, maybe hug knees to the center, whatever feels best, or maybe even sort of straighten the legs up. And we're gonna come on up and meet upright, rolling up or rolling to your side. You choose what way you like to transition better. And let's meet in tabletop, okay? If you need a blanket under your knees, you know that you can do that for yourself. So when we change orientation, you know, it feels different in the body. So let your body sway back and forth here. Even think about the way you're in tabletop, how much weight you have on your knees. So distributing the weight here from right to left, letting the head hang down, feeling the contact of the knees on the earth. And then a couple more sways, softening the body, and find stillness. Find stillness here. Okay, let's move into cat-cow together. That's when we inhale and do a back bend and we look forward. And then we exhale and round and drop the head. Keep moving through this. Breathing all the way down your spine. Another amazing area of the body. And all the way back up. Feeling your body move, the breath fill in the body, all the spaces. One more breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Time. And then let your exhale pour out of you. And then find stillness here. Move your hands a little forward because I want to give you more space. So still think about protecting your knees though when you do this. So even when you come forward a little further, drop your hips. Weight goes to your hands and your wrists. And then come back a little bit more towards child's pose. So now we're bending the knees more. You might need to open them a little bit. Move in a way that works for you here. So you can go as deep as you'd like, or you can stay a little more upright. When we come, it sort of looks like up dog. And then we come back, it is that child's pose shape. Try that 2 more times. Really have the breath flow through you here. Strength and weight bearing coming forward and then releasing it as you go back. Let's all meet in child's pose. Next time you get back there, you could be on forearms. You could stack your fist to put your forehead down. Can you make sure your forehead's on something though? Because that's a big part of the pose, is that the forehead is on something. So here, open up your knees if you need, or maybe bring them close together. See how the lower half of your body feels. Maybe even rock your hips a little bit. Breathing here. Take about 2 more breaths. It's really nice, quiet. Feeling the quiet move up from the knees. Okay. Finish the breath that you're on. Come into tabletop again. I do like to give the option of transitioning to standing through down dog, especially for this class. So if you want to go into down dog, you can. Coming up. And again, making sure even here that if you're in down dog, your knees are soft. You're soft, there's some buoyancy, let your head hang, root your hands into the ground. Take a breath, and then look to your hands, whether you're kneeling or in down dog, work our way to standing, bringing the feet up, maybe lingering and standing forward fold for a moment, just to get our balance. So do this for me before you rise up. Bend your knees, soften your knees. Then come up, and as you stand up, then straighten out your legs and let the arms come all the way down. It's a good feeling, right? So let's stand in this for a moment. Here we are standing, and let's talk about Tadasana. It's such a good pose for aligning the body. So feel the soles of the feet on the earth. Decide how far you want your feet to be. You can be kissing the feet together, or you can be a little open. That's your choice. But let the knees relax. So if you notice, are you tight? So let your knees relax a little bit. Your knees relax. Maybe even put a little bend in your knees today if you don't normally do that. I know I'm someone that sort of walks back, right? So I'm always trying to remind myself to soften a little bit. So think about your hips. Are you someone that sort of tilts forward or back? Sort of feel that in your body. Maybe you can put your hands on your waist and align your hips here. Your lower back feels good. Spine is long. Turn your palms out. Relax your shoulders, and a way that we can do this is by taking those shoulder blades in the back, that back part, sort of bringing them together, open the chest a little bit, that back part alignment. All right, here we are. Perfect stance. Take a breath. Let's begin to move together. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Keep your feet flat, just the arms for now. Exhale, let your arms go down. So let's practice big breath here. Inhale fully into your body. And then exhale. We want to keep this full capacity of the breath. Inhale up. Don't ever feel rushed, even in a flow class. Exhale down. And then last time. Okay, add the lift of your heels. So now, try not to throw your alignment off of your body. So now when you bring your heels up, keep your body aligned. And then down. Keep your eyes on the spot. Because this is balance. True balance right here. Keep that full breath, keeping it going. And then one more time. Okay, now keep your heels down, just relax, keep your feet flat, because we're gonna go opposite. We're gonna go fold forward. When you fold forward, be generous with your knees. So inhale, reach up, you're nice and straight and tall here. Then exhale, drape forward, fold forward. Now let's do this half lift, halfway lift, drop back down, and then come all the way up. Soften the knees through it, and then maybe straighten here. In the last movement, we bring our arms down. And again, with breath, up, fold. Be generous with the knees. Half lift, maybe straighten the knees a little more. Drop down. Come on up. Arms down. One more time. The breath is the teacher here. It's guiding you. Half lift, get your full inhale in, even though it's a half. Drop down. Soft knees, and then use that foundation, press into the earth to come up. And then last movement, really draw your exhale out long and see how you feel. Breathe. Okay, we're going to flow a little bit and use blocks, because that's why I like to have them, handy. So we're going to put them here. We're going to go back into lunging. And when you do that, think about your knees. So think about how hard you come down. You want to be gentle and controlled about it. Think about that today, please. So let's meet here. Let's take a big inhale and reach the arms up. Fold forward, still soft knees, and your right leg's going to come back. It doesn't have to go super far. Drop the knee gently. And when you feel the balance of it, come up to your front knee. Breathe here. Okay, relax your shoulders. And on the next couple breaths, lift your arms up to the sky. Anjaneyasana. Now we're going to come forward. So bring the hands down, curl the back toe, come forward, still have soft knees because you're going to roll your spine up, reach up to the sky, and take that long exhale and bring the arms down. And then other side. Inhale. Forward. Careful with that, sending that leg back, left leg. Interesting how we become more aware of the knee. We're so gentle with it. Okay, reach up when you're ready on the next couple breaths. Breathing here. One more breath. Slow down. Come forward. A nice deep standing forward fold, but still with soft knees. Reach your arms up to the sky. And bring the arms all the way down. Okay, we're going to stay here for a moment. I'm just going to step away from the blocks because we're going to do chair pose sequence. So pause for a moment. So chair pose is interesting on the knees because we can go really deep if we want, but be careful of your knees, right? And so what I would suggest is that find it first, especially if you do the hold of it. I want you to just find it a little bit and then we go deeper, right? So let's come to standing. Let's start together dynamically. So here we are standing. Legs are at a good distance. That's your choice. Inhale, exhale, drop down. Let's keep going. Inhale to stand, fill up. Exhale, drop. Adjust whatever needs adjusted, whether it's your feet, maybe your hands. Try it again. Okay. Now come to standing. We're going to hold it. Hands can be here. They can be up. That's your choice. Take a breath in first. Inhale. Drop down. Now, maybe you don't go super deep right away. Maybe for the hold, you start to work your way deeper as you reach and breathe and smile. Take one more breath. And then we let it go. Up, arms down. Okay, relax. Relax. Shake that out of the body a little bit. Let's use the long edge of our mat. So some of us might want to turn to face the parking lot here. If you set your mat up like I did, you can just step open. We're going to do a standing, wide-legged standing forward fold. So in this, we want to make sure we don't lock back, right? We want soft knees, maybe blocks in front of us if the ground feels too far today or every day. Inhale, reach the arms up to shoulder height, expand. We're going to just do a straight forward fold. Come on down. Okay, now play around here a little bit. Soften your knees, feet are parallel. Bring the weight a little bit forward. Come up halfway to come out of it. And then come all the way up. Reach your arms out. Bring your arms down. Okay, we're gonna try it again. Take a breath first though. Inhale. Fold forward. Drop your head. Pull your chin in if you can. Soften your knees. Halfway up. And then all the way. Expand in your heart. And now for the third one, I want to give you an option. If you want to involve a chest opener, you can come up and wrap back. That's sort of a C variation. If you don't do that and it doesn't hook on your shoulders, don't do it. Just leave your arms out, okay? Let's decide and let's come forward. Still soft knees, still chin comes in. As you come down, breathe. Still come halfway up to leave it, to exit. And then if your hands are clasped, sort of linger at the top. Keep it there. Keep your eyes on the ground and then release. And let's all sort of sway the arms. Yeah, get a little bit of movement. Shoulders need to wake up here. Another ball and it's another round joint, the shoulder joint. Okay, like the hip. Bring the feet together. You can face me. And let's set this next pose up from the ground up. So if the blocks are here, that's perfect. We're going to go ahead and stand right by our blocks. We're going to inhale and reach our arms up together. And let's flow together by exhale, folding forward. Take the right leg back. This time we keep it up, the knee up, because we're going to put the right leg back. Right foot goes at an angle, but we put it at a good, safe angle for the knee. So watch how much you're angling it here. Now, with control, can you go to stand up by softening the front leg, reaching the arms up to the sky? And stay upright with me here and just bring your arms down. Just bring your arms down. Now we're set up for pyramid pose. Inhale up. Exhale, come on down. Tap down once with me. Come up again. Control. And then this next time we come down, let's stay down. Pyramid pose, so situate your blocks. So even though this is a straight-legged pose, you can soften that front knee a little bit. Watch how much that foot in the back is angled. Feeling into your hips, your knees, your feet, all the way to the ground. Take one more breath. One more breath. Now, I actually want you to stay down because I want you to just look halfway up. So come halfway, look forward, bring the back leg forward. Drop back down. Reach up to the sky. Take your time. And take that long exhale, bring the arms down. Okay, take a breath, reset. Okay, let's get our breath and let's stay with it as we inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, still soft knees. Send the left leg back, doesn't have to go super far. Back foot's at an angle, but watch the angle. Soften the front knee, reach your arms up, come up to standing with me here. And bring the arms down. So this is a big balance pose, right? It's sort of tricky to balance here. Inhale up, do a couple tap downs, tap down. And then come back up again. Inhale. We will stay down this time. So come down. Now use this time we're here for the hold to play around a little bit to get the full expression of the pose for you. So bring your chin in, drop your spine down. Be aware of the back angle of that foot. Soften that front knee. You haven't yet. Keep breathing. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're just going to come halfway up, look forward, bring the back leg forward, standing forward fold, soft knees, drop down, and now reach up with control. And take that long exhale to bring your arms down. Okay. Let's work our way into triangle, but we'll do so just by bringing our feet as wide as our mat now and just doing some laterals for the upper side body. So let's inhale and reach up. Let's take the right hand, grab the left wrist and guide this left arm over. Feel that nice opening on those left ribs. Breathe. Come back to center, release, get tall, grab the other wrist. So left and right wrist, reach up and then tip. Watch that your feet stay even, your knees stay soft. I just had to, mine were locked back, so remind yourself to soften. Okay, reach up, and then long exhale, arms come down.
Now, if you're like me and you have the extension of the mat, you can open up a little bit more, or turn the long edge. Now we're going to do triangle, but listen, watch your knees. So turn your right toes out, but not like you normally would, like way out. Maybe just at an angle, just at a comfortable angle. Triangle pose, arms come up to the side. We'll go towards the right as you lean first, soften that knee if you need to. Drop down, reach your top arm up and really expand in the chest. The arms here, this is a nice chest opener, this pose. Take another breath. Now float up with control, Let your arms come down, turn your feet to parallel, take a breath. And then turn your foot out. Think about how far you normally go and then back off a little. Dial it back, arms up. Lean into it first, then drop down. Trikonasana, reaching your arm, top arm up, fixing your gaze, put your chin in a little bit. Take one more breath. And now come up with control and expand in the heart space and let the arms come down. Bring your feet to parallel, step your legs together. Let's meet at the top of the mat. We'll flow down together to do some back bending. So keep your blocks there if you feel like you like to use them. First, just check in. See how you feel. Relax the body here. And get that alignment with your body again. Feet, knees, relax. Okay. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Here's your choice. You can come to down dog, tabletop. I wouldn't say to do down dog on the blocks. I think that's a little scary. So take your time coming down to do down dog or tabletop. If you're down dog, pedal your feet. See how your legs feel. See how your arms and your hands feel. Hang your head down. Now, here's your choice for transition to your tummies. If you want to come to plank, you can. And go all the way down in plank, or just knees, chest, chin is wonderful. Come all the way down. Let's meet in our bellies, and let's go right into a back bend of Sphinx, which is on forearms. Coming up, you can go on the tops of your feet. You can open your legs a little bit in the back. So find your height here, right? Sort of hug your elbows in, let your chest, your heart space open. Gaze forward. Look over your right shoulder, very gentle here. Come back to center. Look over the other shoulder. Okay. Take a breath in the middle. Come back to middle. Take a big inhale. Expand your belly. Root your hips down. Exhale. Move the belly back. Try that one more time. Inhale. Expand. Exhale. Pull the belly back. Okay. Now come down and relax. Stack your hands. Elbows up. Turn your head to one side. Relax the whole body. Release. Maybe rock your hips back and forth, especially if you're someone who really does engage those glutes when you do back bends, which is fine. Take a breath. Okay. Let's go into more dynamic back bending. So you can bring hands under shoulders and hug your elbows in, and you can do a dynamic cobra. You do not have to go high to get the effects of this. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop down. Keep going. 2 more times. Last one, dynamically together. Okay, relax, come down. Release. Take the tension out of the lower back, rock the hips. This is your hold of a back bend, this last one. You choose, please. It's your practice. You could do Sphinx, you could do Cobra, you could do a combination of the two as you come up into your full back bend. And if you love back bends, go for it. Always making sure that you're at your comfortable height. Watch your shoulders are relaxed, your chest is open. Keep breathing. Most importantly, keep breathing. One more breath. And then let the spine come down. Relax here. Turn the head to one side. Bend your legs this time and sway the feet. Sway the feet back and forth. So think about coming up. Maybe try going through plank again or by keeping the knees down. You choose. We're going to come up with control, either plank or tabletop. Knees come down carefully and we find child's pose. That's that counter pose to all the back bends. So everybody arrive in child's pose, please. Yep, keep your head down, relax here. Breathing. Noticing how you feel at this point in your practice. All right, I always give the option of coming to seated, which is hero or virasana. It is big on the knees, speaking of. So if you come up, get a nice stretch here in your quads. That's something you don't practice. Don't worry about it. You can just be kneeling for a moment. If you do, I don't like to leave it out with people that like to practice it. Breathing here, nice long spine, relax your shoulders, maybe even close the eyes, take a couple breaths. Let this last exhale out, and then meet me seated on the mat as you take your hips to the side and sweep your legs out. I think I'll sit on a blanket today. You know, you can do whatever you always like to do. So even seated in something like Dandasana, see how you, what your habit is of, do you really straighten your legs out and pin your legs down? Maybe try to have a little bit of softer legs today. Let's just let the lower body relax. We're still getting a nice stretch here. You can just seat it this way, but let's open up the chest a little bit. Clasp your hands, flip the clasp and press the clasp away. Nice long spine. So decide and see how your shoulder joint feels, and it feels okay to bring the arms up. And when you need to stop, make sure you stop, drop your chin, breathe. Bring the arms all the way down. Take the hands out and release with your fingers. We're trying a couple more times, okay? Once it's like, never enough. So pause. Second time. Breathe. Spine long. Down. And release. And if the clasp doesn't feel good, don't do it. You can just reach your arms out. Okay? Yeah, it's a lot of the fingers, especially the cold. Breath. Exhale, come out of it. Okay, relax, release. Now, a little bit of a different chest opener. Bring your arms out to the sides. Bring your hands back behind your heads or lower part of the back of the head. You can clasp your hands or not. And then open up here, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe even close your eyes, go over your breath. Let your belly expand when you inhale and then pull back when you exhale. And then one more time. And then to come out of it, open up again and let the arms come in. Okay, now let's deal with the legs. So we're going to work with the right side first. And if you want to support your right leg, we're going to bring it in. Now remember, I always talk about this. Bring this in as far as you can, then open it up. Because once it opens up, I don't want you messing around with it. So keep it there. There, the knee is safe. You can put your hand on the knee. These toes can stay up to get a nice stretch in this leg. Watch this leg that's soft if you need it to be. Long spine. Breathing here, breathing here. We're just going to stay upright in this today just to get this feeling of the hip and the knee joint here. Take one more breath. Help the leg up. Slide the heel out, press it away, and then try the other side. Bring it in as far as you can. I would even say situate your seat for yourself here. Then when you open up, keep it still. Get your posture, get your long spine. Those toes are up on the other leg. The knee is comfortable on the other leg. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. One more time. Okay, now help the knee up, slide the heel, pause, lean back here, feet flat, knees bent. So this is an interesting pose, Baddha Konasana, because we can bring our feet really close and open up the knees, and maybe it feels okay to stay. I wouldn't say to sort of pull the feet. I feel like it affects the knee. So maybe even adjust the feet and then open up again. And then once you find it, be still in it. Okay, hands here, long spine, relax your shoulders, let your chest open. Maybe even close the eyes or have a soft gaze down to the ground. Breathing to the knees, so send the breath all the way down to the knees and then all the way back up. Let the breath travel all the way down to the knee joint. Let it come all the way back up. Try that 2 more times. And if you do like to come forward in this, please know that's an option if you want to hinge at your hips and come forward, or hinge at the waist rather. Come forward here, bring your chin in. It does intensify the pose and stretch, so make sure you're breathing. And I would even say a long exhale as you really get a nice stretch here. And it's not as if you have to go very far. You maybe just tilt a little forward, you can feel that difference. Try not to move the feet or the legs to protect your knees. Take 2 more breaths. Relax your face, your jaw, your tongue. Sometimes we're holding it there, we don't even know it. Okay, if you're down a little bit, roll up to upright, have the head be the last to lift. Slide your hands to the knees and help the knees up, and then take your legs out and rub into your legs. Give yourself a little massage. Knee massage is nice. You can go in circles for a knee massage. You can put a little bit of oil and go in circles. It's such a small joint. Think about it, it's sandwiched in between this huge femur, right? And then this huge, remember this, tibia. So these 2 huge bones and then this little delicate knee joint. Okay, let's come down to our back. So take your time, seated, sort of measure for yourself. Your head's gonna land on your mat, coming all the way down with control, using your abdominal strength. Come all the way down your backs, and you can keep your knees bent and your feet flat or legs out, whatever feels better. But I want you to come down and relax and just sort of check in and see where you are here before we start these sequences on our backs together today. Breathing here, breathing here. Okay. Let's start the sequencing off with Apanasana. That's when we hug our knees into center and we relax into the whole upper body and let the chest remain open. Apanasana. I want you to kiss your legs together here in Apanasana. So kiss them together. Your feet are still up off the earth. Arms are going to come down to your sides. We're going to do legs up dynamically. That means this is what we'll do. Inhale, reach your arms back first. First, your arms move. On the exhale, straighten your legs, flex your feet. Now, when you're here, take an inhale. Exhale, come back to the starting point. That means your arms come all the way down. Your legs come to bed. Here we are again. Okay, arms first. Inhale, reach back, please. Exhale, straighten the legs, maybe even flex the feet. Take an inhale while you're here, hold it, and then release. Exhale. Again, inhale, arms back, just the arms. Exhale, legs go to straight with soft knees, flex. Take an inhale while you're in the hold. Exhale out of it. One more time. Inhale, arms. Exhale, legs. Inhale while you're in it, and then exhale down. Okay, now just be still for a moment. We're going to go into the hold of legs up. So take your time to bring your arms back. The shoulders are okay with that. If not, leave your arms down. Legs come up. Now, soften your knees if you need to. Relax your feet for the hold, please. Staying here. Breathing, getting a nice opening in your hamstrings. Now, for the last half of this, bring your arms down to your sides. Arms down, relax your shoulders. It's a totally different quality of the pose when you bring the arms down. Now it's a little quieter. Want to play around a little bit? I invite you to open the legs in a V if you'd like to do that. It does get into your inner and outer thighs or hips. Still having soft knees, maybe even deciding to move dynamically as you open and close. Soft toes, soft feet. And then, hanging out here in the end in a still position, whether it's legs up or your legs are open, being still, breathing, relaxing your face, your chest, your shoulders, your arms. Now, see if with control, with the strength of your center, you can lower the legs all the way down with your whole long exhale. Go for it. Take your time. And then relax, release. Take an audible exhale. Wow, that felt good. Okay. Take a breath. Bend your knees, feet flat, rock your knees back and forth, get that tension out of the legs that might have just built up. Take your right leg, please, cross it over your left, but tight. When I say tight, I mean that when you look up, there's no, space. It's tight cross, right leg over left. We're gonna work on doing a pretty deep supine twist. So open up your arms to shoulder height. We're gonna take these legs, we're gonna drop the knees to the left. And it's a big stretch on that top leg, so take your time. Ease your body into it. It's not as if you hit it right away. So relax into it. Relax that right shoulder as much as you can. And really bathe that top leg, that right leg with the breath from the hip joint to the knee joint. Let the breath move up and down in that area. 2 more breaths. Okay, now come back. But when you come back, don't come out of it right away in the center. Hug your knees into center crossed, even maybe going for the shins or the ankles. And I stretch here on that right glute. Breathe. And then come on out of it. Uncross. Rock your knees back and forth. Take a breath. Take a big exhale. Okay, center yourself. I would even say pick your hips up and recenter your lower back. Cross your right or your left leg over tight. So there's no space, tight. Open up your arms, please, that wingspan, and drop both knees to the right. Roll into it. You can take as many breaths as you want to get into it here. And make sure you really work on relaxing that left arm, that left shoulder, even the left armpit area. And if something doesn't feel right, come up out of it and try to go back into it. Maybe your cross is too tight, right? Maybe your feet need to be adjusted. And once you've found that level of comfort for yourself, settle in here. Keep breathing. On really making the breath long here. Moving towards our Shavasana practice, we really want to get this long, smooth breath into the body. 2 more breaths. And when you come back to center, keep your legs crossed and go for that hug in the center, but with the legs crossed. Grabbing whatever you want to grab or hold on to. Nice pressure on the belly. And then come on out of it. Uncross, sway your knees back and forth. Breathe in here, breathing here. All right, I want to give you just 2 more movements. Bring your arms down to your sides. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Walk your feet as close to your seat as you can. We'll move into bridge, but we're going to keep the arms down today for this. So when you take an inhale, the hips come up. And when you take an exhale, you come out of it. So we're entering on the inhale. We still have that energy of entering on an inhale, but our arms are relaxed. Keep going, still having this long breath capacity here. One more time, dynamically, please. Okay, now come on down. Relax, reset your feet if they moved a little bit. Let the shoulders reset. We're going to go in for the hold. If you want to keep your arms to your sides, hold the side of your mat or maybe clasp your hands underneath, whatever works for you, please. Enter on the inhale. Root your feet into the earth. Take a little tension out of the knees if you can. Let the chest roll towards the chin. One more breath in the hold. And then take a long, 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 long exhale to come out of it. Let the lower back make contact, and then hug knees into center. Maybe even straighten the legs. Rub your hips, rub your knees. Okay, last pose is an even pose. Feet are down, knees are bent, feet are kissing together. Open up the arms at shoulder height, that wingspan again as we start to open and close our knees for Supta Baddha Konasana. Let's do dynamically 3 times, please. Opening and closing. Every time kissing the soles of the feet together. And then for the hold, if that feels okay to your body, you can leave your knees open, kiss the soles of the feet together, relax into the upper body, and receive this beautiful pose of Supta Baddha Konasana. And, you know, in this one as well, once you're in it, we try not to move the legs to protect the knees. Notice if you have tension in the hips or in the knees, you want to really try to soften your legs here. Notice when you think about that, really try to soften, you might feel the legs drop a little bit, especially in the hip joint. You really soften it. Stay for about 3 more breaths. Finish off your last breath here. Helping your knees up, maybe your legs up, hug your knees into center, and any last little movement that you need to do before we go into our Shavasana practice together today. Remember, Shavasana doesn't always have to be on your back. You can lie on your side, you can lie on your belly, something like crocodile, but find a relaxing pose for you for the end that feels good, whether it's on your back and you have a bolster under your knees or you have a bolster under your spine. Whole point is to be chill, to be relaxed, be comfortable. That's important. Yes, add extra layers if you feel that you start to get a little pulled off when you go into Shavasana. And also, if you just want to sit, absolutely. Really, the bottom line is there's no wrong way to do the last pose of your own practice. You should enjoy it. It should bring you joy. It should feel good. Wherever you are, maybe closing the eyes if that feels comfortable for you. Just seeing how you feel. Checking in. Silently saying your intention to yourself again, please. And maybe you say it more than once. Say it 2 or 3 times. Already the truth. It's already happening. As your body relaxes even more into the position that you're in, we'll stay in a silent practice for the end of class here, and I'll be here the whole time and I'll bring you out at the end.
As you begin to bring your awareness back, you can stay exactly as you are. Just notice that you're hearing my voice now and you're becoming a little more aware of space that you're in, your own physical body. And I'd love for you to begin to focus on your legs, your feet, your ankles, your shins, and your knees. And the knee joint is positioned right in between this lower energy, which is root, which is earth, and this upper energy, which is more of a water element. So the knee sits right sort of in the middle of that. This area of energy is in balance. We have a solid base of where things can take root and grow. We have enough material security and physical and mental health. We can be living in our dharma for our life's purpose and remain grounded, stable, and resilient amid the inevitability of chaos and change. As you begin to bring your awareness back even more, maybe even deepening the breath a little bit, start to add a little movement to your body, wiggling your toes, moving your fingers, doing any sort of movement you need to do to feel good coming out of Shavasana. It's always a good feeling. Rolling to the side and knowing that's an option to come up to seated. And let's end practice together. Let's do a hand mudra. Anytime you clasp your hands and put your pointer fingers, whatever sort of direction you put them, is the energy flowing. So let's all point the pointer finger down here, sort of rooting ourselves down amid the chaos, the noise, everything that's going on, knowing that we have our practice, we have our breath, we have these amazing bodies to move and breathe together. Let's all take a big inhale in, filling up your body with breath, prana, and exhale. Everyone, stay grounded. Yes. Take care of your knees.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
It did.
Thank
It
you.
totally flew by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a great
Katie.
day.
That was a very nice class.
Thank you.
It was a very nice class.
Thanks, Howard. Have a good one.
Yes.
But
Gotta keep warm.
Stay warm, everyone.
Yeah.
And social equanimity.